Hampshire Fire and Rescue Service's vision is really simple. It's about making life safer. That's everybody safe, whether you're visiting the county, whether you live or work here. It's about simply making people's lives safer. The Fire and Rescue Service plan lays out what we want to do over the next 3 years to achieve our vision. The plan is developed in consultation with both staff and the public, and we're very keen that people give their views about what we're proposing before a decision is made by the fire authority. The plan is reviewed and updated every year simply because it's important to take stock to make sure what we're doing is having the right effect and that we're anticipating things in the future. We consult with the staff and public when developing the plan simply because we recognise that we don't have all the ideas or all the answers, and we look for public and staff to help us. The Fire and Rescue Plan has 5 priorities. That's people, property, communities, environment and resources. And they were introduced last year. Well, it's obvious that if we're in the business to make life safer, then people and property are essential priorities for us. But we're also conscious of the role we play in the community in a wider sense, and also our responsibility to protecting the environment. Resources is important simply because it's taxpayers' money that we spend. In relation to people, then obviously the most important thing is saving lives. But we know a lot can be done by changing people's behaviour through education and information to keep themselves safe. With regards to protecting property, for homeowners, that's giving them advice and guidance to keep themselves and their families safer. For businesses, it's about making sure they're aware of regulations and about good advice and guidance to them as well. Community self-help is not just about leaving it to the community. It's about working with them to make sure that they are best prepared for any sort of emergency or incident. During a major incident, the Fire and Rescue Service's resources will be really stretched, and it's important that the community works with us to make sure that everybody is kept safe. One of our objectives is about more efficient and flexible use of staff. We believe that's important because as we spend taxpayers' money, we need to make sure that we use all our resources, including our people, in the most efficient way. That does mean us looking at the way we work and the way we staff certain parts of our service. We think that's a responsibility that we have to carry through. The environment is also a priority for the service. Saving lives and protecting property, of course, is very important, but we believe that our operation should be done in a way that protects and in fact promotes the environment. Community risk intelligence is simply understanding the risks that occur in the county. That is, when and where incidents occur, what causes those incidents, perhaps most importantly, what behaviours and what people are likely to have incidents. And that's really important for us, because if we have that, we can better plan where we put our resources and the types of resources that should respond to incidents. The objectives of the plan are driven by our risk intelligence, what we know about risk in the county and how we go about trying to control it. Once we've done that, we then consult with members of the public, with the authority and of course with staff. The objectives are definitely not standalone. They link together like a jigsaw puzzle. These objectives mean a number of changes. The changes we truly believe can improve the quality of service we have, at the same time as being prudent with taxpayers' money. The current economic environment, of course, affects the service because we spend taxpayers' money. But we have been very successful in recent years in making some very clear decisions about how we use our resources, and we have made enormous efficiencies. So we are in good shape as we go into quite difficult financial times. The economic situation will inevitably affect the service's objectives over the next 3 years. It will drive us to think more innovatively and creatively about how we use our resources and the levels of resources we commit to different parts of the service. I don't want to cut any resources or any firefighters, but I do recognise that I have to manage very carefully over the next 3 years. My job is to ensure that we can be as efficient as we possibly can be. This doesn't mean reducing standards or cutting quality. In fact, this year we intend to invest more. We want to invest more in professional training of our firefighters, and we want to invest in a dedicated team, not just to tackle, but to prevent arson.